In a shocking turn of events, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the Secretary of Health and Human Services, has controversially linked the tragic shooting at a Minneapolis Catholic church to antidepressant medications, despite lacking any supporting evidence. This incident, which occurred during a mass at Annunciation Catholic School, has reignited discussions about the role of psychiatric drugs in violent behavior, a topic Kennedy has long speculated about. On a recent appearance on Fox and Friends, host Brian Kilmeade brought up the shooter, Robin Westman, who initially identified as Robert before transitioning and legally changing their name. In response, Kennedy suggested that the National Institutes of Health should conduct studies to explore the potential connection between selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, SSRIs, a common class of antidepressants, and violent acts. He stated, "We're launching studies on the potential contribution of some of the SSRI drugs and some of the other psychiatric drugs that might be contributing to violence." However, it is crucial to note that no information has surfaced indicating whether Westman was taking SSRIs or any other antidepressants at the time of the shooting. Tragically, Westman, who died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, opened fire during a mass, resulting in the deaths of 2 children and injuries to 17 others, including 14 children and 3 parishioners. Despite the absence of evidence linking SSRIs to the shooting, Kennedy continued to assert his claims. He pointed out that many antidepressants come with black box warnings that alert users to the risks of suicidal and homicidal thoughts. He insisted, "We can't exclude those as a culprit, and those are the kind of studies that we're doing." This assertion has drawn sharp criticism from various quarters, including Senator Tina Smith, D. Minnesota, who lives near the school. In a passionate response on social media, she challenged Kennedy, saying, "I dare you to go to Annunciation School and tell our grieving community, in effect, guns don't kill kids, antidepressants do. Just shut up. Stop peddling bullshit. You should be fired." Smith emphasized the pressing issue of gun violence in America, highlighting that the likelihood of being shot in a school or playground is 10 times higher in the U.S. compared to other developed nations. Smith, who has openly discussed her own struggles with depression, previously shared how modern SSRIs have positively impacted her life. During Kennedy's confirmation hearings, she advocated for broader access to mental health care, stating, "I think that everyone should have access to that care, and your job as secretary is to expand that access to that care and not to spread lies and misinformation." The organization 314 Action, which aims to recruit candidates with scientific backgrounds, also condemned Kennedy's remarks. Executive Director Eric Polyak stated, "RFK Jr. has a sick and twisted view of the world. Instead of promoting mental health and addressing the chronic crisis of gun violence in this country, he's doubling down on disinformation. SSRIs and antidepressants are safe and tested medications. They are prescribed all over the world. But America is the only country with a mass shooting problem." Kennedy, who lacks formal healthcare training and has a background in environmental law, has a history of promoting pseudoscientific claims, including the debunked theory that vaccines cause autism. In a related development, the Department of Health and Human Services announced the firing of CDC Director Susan Monarez, although her attorneys disputed this claim, leading to a wave of resignations at the CDC. This situation raises important questions about the intersection of mental health, medication, and violence. Are we overlooking the real issues at play in gun violence by focusing on medications? What do you think? Join the conversation in the comments below.